Yeah, this is the one that'll turn your crank right here.
What do we got here?
That's picket fence. Side profile.
Oh, cow.
The big one for you guys.
Either that or rib cage.
I think we need to name him Little John.
Little John?
Because every time you say,
Yeah.
that deer, you're like, yeah, yeah. And Little John's most famous song was, yeah.
What are we doing today, buddy?
Man, we're in the office and we're looking at big buck photos. We got a bunch of stuff been coming in the past couple weeks, and we're gonna sit down, me and a couple of the guys, look through and see what's on the hit list, see what made it, maybe what didn't make it. More importantly, for Mark, putting together a do not shoot list.
Only one that follows the do not shoot list. Because these other cabbage heads will actually shoot one that's not on the list if you're not careful.
Mine was on the list. He wasn't talking about me.
Mark just doesn't know a mature deer.
He just, you'd think in his old age he'd figured it out
Exactly.
It was reversed.
That's a little hard to do. My brain kind of don't work right, you know?
Oh, we know that part.
Man, I tell you, this year, so far what we've seen is a pretty good, the buck quality's improved over last year. So maybe what we did last year helped, but I think it's still too early to tell. But the problem is, really excited about a lot of these bucks, but they are still, the vast majority of them are young. That's what's really exciting. I think we're really about a year away from an explosion of antler at the buck factory. An antler explosion, if you will.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I'm waiting.
Right here, he looks like a 2-year-old.
Oh, the one with the
Yeah.
splits out at the
Yeah,
front?
but look at the mass on that little dude. Look at his body, though.
He's got a drop time too.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, let's go. I've got it on video.
God,
I love drop.
What about that? And he's almost palmated right there.
And his right side's funky too.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember him from last year.
I wouldn't recognize
I don't remember anything having a drop off that front. And if you look at his rack, it's like, I don't know if he busted something at the pedicle. See how it's like offset?
Yeah.
His right side looks fairly normal. His
That's a
left
lot
side,
of trash around that pedicle.
That's a different deer that's there at that same spot, number 5. Look at his 3 on the right.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he's got a little extra trash going on there. Yeah, this is the one that'll turn your crank right here.
What do we got here?
That's picket fence.
Is that the official name?
It looks like a picket fence when he's side profile.
Oh, cow.
He's a 6x6.
Picket fence, the big one for you guys.
Either that or rib cage.
I think we need to name him Little John.
Little John?
Because every time you say,
Yeah.
that deer, you're like, yeah, yeah. And Little John's most famous song was, yeah.
Oh, I never heard. I didn't know that. I thought he was talking about the Western
Of course.
Ponderosa with Little John.
Of course he wouldn't know.
Not Little John, it's Little John.
Oh, but isn't that short for little? Okay.
It's an abbreviation.
Oh my God.
Look at that grill.
Who you were talking about, Mark?
That's not who I was thinking about. Not at all.
I think that's a 4-year-old.
I agree.
Because I remember him last year, I think. Do we have
we
anything?
had several pictures of a deer that looked just like that, but much smaller. That was on. He was primarily in the middle at 5, which is where this is. Right here, this would have been about 100 yards from where that picture was taken
That looks a lot like him.
last October.
If that's him, he blew up. But that's all that looks.
How his main beam kind of does that little thing at the end.
I think we need to give him one more year.
Yep. But I don't think it's a stretch that he gets to pushing 170, 160 to 170.
Oh, I agree.
I don't know. He may lose. He's not very wide, so he's going to lose some there. His main beams may be a touch short, but
2 on the left is he's going
no. But that one's long.
Well, let's get into the pines. That's where
Take Daddy to the pine.
Daddy loves the pines.
Oh, snap.
Uh-huh. How about that? Look at that dude.
What we got?
We got a future stud muffin is what we've got.
He got split brows.
Uh-huh.
Daddy like.
That buck's
good
looks
split
like
brow.
a 4-year-old to me as well.
Dude, look at that
Wow.
brow. Look at those brow.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Wow.
Both of
look
them
how
are
tall
split.
he is.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Yeah, that'll turn you crazy.
Yeah. See?
But I believe he's just a 4-year-old.
He is a little bigger belly, didn't he? Bigger bodied deer.
Yeah, he's not. I don't think he's a 3-year-old, but I mean,
I don't
he's
remember.
another buck that I think's got a lot of potential that needs to let him get to 5.
Which deer
If-
was he last year?
I don't know. It's that dude right there, that, and then the 10-pointer.
So all these deer.
That dude right there is
That's
like,
old pork chop there.
yeah,
My God. All right.
That's-
So
that'll turn
Number-
a man. That'll turn a man's crank.
That would be our bona fide #1 shooter,
that's what I was
hands
gonna say.
down.
Hey.
Right?
Hey.
I think so.
Hey. When he swings around there.
There's a 9.
Yeah, he's a 9.
Look at the deer picture.
Good brows though.
Where's
He is-
Sir Freaks a lot?
Which one's that?
You're looking at him.
He's really, that's him. He's wide.
Freaks a
Yeah. We think he's young.
He looks young, but he really gets me going. I mean,
do you need a second with him? Or?
I might. Yeah, I need a quick second. Just enough to get a in.
He was front center of the camera the other day.
And he's got that like where he doesn't
Just
really
goes out
close.
like that.
Goes out
And anytime
that's
they're
it.
like standing there looking at the camera, it's always like, wow.
I mean,
But
his
he's got-
time length's
But another year, it
his
could
time
go-
length's terrible.
It's short.
But he's just a cool deer. Look at the. I mean, I know he's got velvets, but he's got some heavy bass.
Yeah.
It's all
List is
about
he
the
on?
bass. The bass. Isn't that a song?
That is a song.
It's not a Little John song. No.
Okay.
It's not a Western
It's a
song.
female singer.
All about the bass.
All
yeah.
about the bass. Yeah.
Okay.
It's all about the bass. He is a non-shooter. Look at his body. Look at his little long chicken legs. I don't think he's old enough.
I know. We've got
Flip a coin.
We had a picture of Jelly Roll, didn't we?
this year.
No, man.
Yeah, we had a big, nice video of him coming across there.
You gonna slay me on a bullet?
I don't know that we got in my mind, all we got's one shooter. But he's dang sure. Look at that brisket on him.
He doesn't miss chest or shoulder day for that fact.
The brows. I mean, what are we doing?
Whoa!
Look at it, William.
Mark just sharded.
Just looking at deer.
You need to go wipe.
That buck, I was really looking forward to seeing what he was going to be this year.
It wasn't like he just popped in one afternoon and stayed for a day or two. I mean, he was on there
all the time.
all the time.
He was on multiple cameras too.
Yes.
Like he was all over the farm.
He went from 6 to 10, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much that whole south part of the farm. But I don't know, man. Just a stud of a deer. Good time length. Got the trash on it. I mean, that's what you want.
He might show back up. I don't remember when did we get pictures? We don't think we had velvet pictures of him.
No, I don't remember any.
Oh, damn, we didn't.
Maybe he's a buck that kind of moves in.
Maybe.
Maybe that's more of his fall range. Summers he goes somewhere else.
So we got one shooter buck at this point. Pork chop.
Yep. Big
Okay.
deer in the pines.
That's
Big-
right.
Big
That
9-pointer.
may or may not be Sherman Tank from last year.
Yes.
We still haven't seen some bucks that I was excited to see this year. We didn't get a picture of Super 8. We haven't now got a picture of Super 8 yet.
Right.
Ain't got a picture of Jelly Roll. Who knows?
Yeah, we never got him later. So we don't know.
No, but we were discussing earlier too, the Super 8, we didn't get any velvet pictures of him last year. So that could be a buck that moves in
As the fall,
as the
once
fall
they shift.
progresses. So
Oh, that crab claw buck.
crab claw buck, but we know he survived because we got him on the deer
Yep,
survey.
that's right. He was on there, wasn't he?
Right.
Off that north end.
But he's over there on that north end.
Oh, you know another deer on that north end. That's kind of the mystery end to me. 'Cause
Mhm.
is that deer that has all them points stacked in there.
Mm-hmm.
He only
Yep.
came through one time.
One
so-
time.
But I think we found his sheds at Shed Rally. So if that's the case, he should be around.
Should.
Well, I'm excited about it.
I am too.
We got 2 weeks for velvet,
That's right.
and you better put a plan together, big boy.
Got a
Be
lot
here
to
before
look-
you know it.
So
got a
he
lot to
still
look
may
forward
be.
to.
Huh?
Got a lot to look forward to.
Oh, and a lot's gonna change.
Overall, though, these pictures are a lot better this time this year than they
Yeah.
were this time last year.
Yes.
I don't know that it's anything we per se did other than some of those mature bucks that we got out of there because nothing we killed was younger than 4.5 last year.
That's right.
Some other bucks have moved in potentially
Yep.
that are better genetics because those bucks aren't around anymore. I think that was a plus. We really haven't identified any management bucks yet, other than we really haven't identified any.
Yep.
Unless Jelly Roll or somebody like that shows back up, I'll shoot him in a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
What are we gonna do?
We're gonna